I'll give Domino's credit for one thing. They listen to their customers. But that might be the only thing I'll give them credit for in this video, because they came out with a pizza just now that I would only describe as unhinged or maybe deranged. It's called the potato mayo pizza. And I have it right here in this box. And if you look at their homepage, yes, I did Google Translate this, but the Korean name is the exact same. It is indeed the potato mayo pizza, which is the secret potato topping recipe that's gone viral on social media. Hashtag mayo, not to be confused with Kamehameha. Bad joke. Mayonnaise plus mayonnaise added makes it even more something flavorful. Apparently the origin story of this pizza is that one of their steady sellers, or maybe best sellers, or maybe the best seller, honestly, was their, what they called their potato pizza, which had potatoes, bacon, and mayo on it. But enough people, they just loved the mayo, so they ordered extra mayo. They requested it. And I know in a recent video I said that in Korea, a lot of people just, they just take what they get. They don't really ask for extra, toppings or whatever. But sometimes it happens, right? And it happened enough times that Domino's said, hold my beer, say less, we're making it for you, we're putting it on the menu. So they came out with basically the same pizza, I believe, with just extra mayo. And then they, double mayo. So not just, I feel like mayo on pizza is kind of wild in general, but then extra mayo is just mayo on mayo. Dude, I don't know. So let's take a peek at this pizza right here. This thing cost me $18.50, by the way, before I forget. What's up with all of the pizzas costing $18.50? 100% a conspiracy, not even debatable. All right. Yeah, just looking at this, I kind of want to call 911 preemptively. Depending on how much of this I eat, I mayo or mayo not show up for my next video. I'll show you on this camera. All right, so it doesn't look exactly like the picture there. And there's a couple more additions on there. There's actually some corn, classic. Looks like we have I see one little mushroom there. I don't know if that was a mistake, but we have the bacon, floppy. We got some potato wedges. Looks a little bit undercooked. And the mayo, it's, to be honest with you, it's kind of just blending in with everything else. But if you see it live, you'd be like, what is that? Like, bro, what is all that? It's just mayo. It's swirls of mayo. Kind of like a crazy uzumaki, like a okonomiyaki. So I don't know. I think that's about all I can say before we try this bad boy. I haven't had Domino's in a minute. The crust is actually looking quite nice. Ooh. And I can't lie, I am super hungry. And look, for what I do, I eat a lot of unhealthy food. I'd be happy if I lived to 70, to be honest with you. So this kind of thing, I might just really enjoy it, to be honest with you. Here's one more close-up of a slice. We got a little, we don't have any bacon, not much on there, just a little bit. We have kind of some potatoes hanging off the side. Maybe I didn't pick the best slice. Here's the underbelly, pretty standard. But the crust, look at that bubble, dude. I'm actually impressed by the crust. I said I wasn't gonna give any more credit to Domino's, but I'll give them credit on that crust. Going in. We have another shroom, so it wasn't a mistake. There are shrooms in there. I can't tell if this is some kind of mistake or if this was the greatest thing ever created, or maybe somewhere in between. Usually the truth does lie somewhere in between, in the middle. For one, the crust is fire. Like they nailed it on the crust on this particular pizza. I don't know why. The pizza itself, I'm having trouble. I think I might need one more slice to analyze. I know you're waiting for my take on this, but this is really just confusing the crap out of me. I can't even lie about it. It doesn't taste like a pizza, but it tastes really damn good. And I'm kind of really enjoying this right now. I don't even want to admit it. So they're going for, a typical tomato sauce base, cheese, and then obviously the extra mayo, the corn, the mushrooms, the bacon. When you take a bite of it, I don't really notice the corn that much. I barely notice the mushrooms, but the bacon, the potatoes, and the mayo really stand out in the cheese. That right there, I mean, potatoes and mayo, like that's not a bad combo. It's kind of like a different, potatoes and sour cream, like a baked potato. It goes well together. And it tastes like I'm eating some type of like potato gratin. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but something like that in a pizza format. And except just easier to eat because you can pick it up and eat it like a pizza. I guess scooping it up with a spoon isn't that hard to eat, but I don't know. It just doesn't taste bad at all. There's nothing wrong with this pizza. I actually really like it. It's kind of disrespectful to Italians, probably, but not so disrespectful to, I think there are a lot of countries that do F with putting mayo on pizza. And the mayo, let me tell you what, doubling down with the mayo on top of the cheese, on top of like the bacon and that just pure fat. It's not, well, it is OTT, but it's not like, obviously all the best foods are unhealthy. So, I mean, I just kind of like it. And yeah, like I think Brazil has some crazy like pizzas down there, like South America, some countries in South America, some countries in Asia, they be doing that. And, hey, there's something to it. Look, if you're a pizza purist, like probably stay away. Don't even think about it. But if you like exploration, or just like a don't have no zero regard for your own life, like me, this might be right up your alley. This is close to mighty fine. I can't even lie about that. I can't say it just because I'm not a pizza purist, but I do love like a pure, like simple margarita pizza straight out of the wood-fired oven, brick oven. I do love that, and I kind of do a lot of times hate on bogus pizza. Maybe it's because I'm just really hungry, but maybe it's just because, like, look, when you add these things, it's just, if you're expecting a pizza, this is not what you. This is not what you like. Just a traditional pizza. This is not what you want. If you go into this knowing what it is, messing up my words, then you might just really up with it. The bacon. There's a few nitpicks. The bacon's undercooked. I don't need the corn. Not doing a whole lot. If you want some texture, crisp up the bacon. Or make the potatoes a little bit more crispy. You don't need the corn. But by golly, I am feeling it. I might have some major heartburn tonight. Wow. The thing is, here's what I don't get. Just think about this for a little bit. Right before I film this video. Actually, I think about it quite often. But again today. Why is the life expectancy for South Korean people so high? I got some numbers. Hold on. According to some sources, they are the top 3. Number 3 in life expectancy at birth. Some sources say top 10. I mean, either way, it's up there. You know what I mean? This says 84.33, and that is Wikipedia. So, I mean, that's where I get all of my news, or my info. Sorry. I mean, that's pretty damn high. And you might be thinking, well, you might be making some assumptions if you've never been here. Like, oh, the food is healthier. Oh, people walk a lot. Yeah, I mean, well, people walk a lot more, that's for sure. The food can be healthier, but it can be just equally almost as unhealthy. Maybe, yeah. One of the biggest things that people love to eat is fried chicken and beer. It's like straight pork belly. Like, that's probably the number one food in Korea that every Korean loves. Straight up pork belly. And then eating pizzas like this. Also, completely overworked. I wouldn't say overeducated, I would say just like overpressured when they're coming up, when it comes to education. Play hard as hell. They go hard and work hard, play hard. Drink a ton. If you consider soju, this is another stat. I don't have anything pulled up. It's just something I heard, but if you consider soju like a spirit or a liquor, Korea might be the number one consumer of, liquor in the world. Over Russia. The thing is, I think if you do the math, doesn't really work out that way, because soju is like what, half, if maybe a third of the percentage of vodka. But they drink a lot and all night, and they go hard, and smoking off the chain smoking, really, to be honest with you. I went inside my apartment today, run some errands. Right in my doorstep, I kid you not, 25 cigarette butts. Just on the ground, I'm like, wow. I guess today while I'm filming this is Sunday, so last night, Saturday night, But like I kind of live in a pretty low key area. Like there's not a lot of bars or stuff around. Like I don't know what's going on. Point is, why is the life expectancy so high? What's not the point? That's a question that I've been wondering, and because I wonder about how long I'm going to live sometimes, and I tell myself just to make myself feel better. Hey, it's not about, it's in the genes, it's in the gene pool. Because obviously it's not about life choices. It's not about happiness. I mean, where's Finland on this list? You tell me that. Although, I do hear that Finnish people aren't actually that happy. According to one Finnish dude I heard on a podcast one time. But where's Finland, man? And some of these countries like Hong Kong, Japan, like they're going hard too, from what I understand. I've been to both places and I've seen it. What else is on there? Italy, Spain. I mean, this is top 15, top 16. France. Bro, this, I know I'm not really being serious here, but this could be an argument for cigarettes. Just like back in the 1950s, you know what I mean? Turns out, the unhealthier you live, the longer you live. The more overworked you are, the crazier work culture you have, more stress you have, the longer you're gonna live. I mean, look at Warren Buffett. In McDonald's, drinking 5 Cokes a day. So I tell myself this stuff because I don't want to die when I'm 40. I also don't want to be senile and like completely helpless. Can't even live for myself. I don't want to get into too much detail here, but I don't want to just hit a number goal, Like when it's time to go, it's time to go. Like I said, I'm shooting for, let me get the solid 75. I feel like that's pretty solid. Like three quarters of a century is not too bad. But here's one thing, and I don't want to make too light of this. I'm not. I'm kind of winding down here on this pizza. It's heavy, bro. It's real heavy on the heart, and this is kind of too. I've kind of been joking around in this video, but it just popped into my mind. My biological father, I did do a whole video when it was a crazy story, when I did meet him, minutes before he passed away. He was 82, I believe, something like that. And his condition was severe, to say the least. I think it was a miracle, according to what I saw with my own eyes, and from what the doctors there were telling me. It was a miracle that he made it that long. So I'm not, because his body was just completely shut down from what I'm guessing is a lot of the things that I've been describing earlier. This video took a weird, sudden, solemn turn, but yeah, I don't know. That's pretty crazy because, yeah, probably a lot of drinking. I'm pretty sure liver was completely done. But yeah, dude, I don't know. This is getting too dark. I think I am going to save these 2 slices because this is filling, man. This is a filling ass pizza, and I don't want to get too dark with it. Even though it might already be too late. Self-sabotage. Yeah, I'm just getting out of here, y'all. Thanks for watching this one. I will catch you in the next video. Hopefully. Peace.